Well, they're back. Remember those scary styrofoam plates and plastic utensils? Well, now they're prompting Democrats to fork over a letter to House Speaker John Boehner this week. This week, we called 70 of the 100 Democrats signing the complaint. Not a one would appear. But Marc Morano is happy to be here. He's at depot.com. And I think, if I understand, they're concerned that this push for non-natural products in the congressional cafeteria is dangerous and wrong and just bad, right?
Yes, what it is this was part of Nancy Pelosi's Green the Capitol initiative, and this has even the LA Times shaking its head. These were biodegradable, made from cornstarch, flatware, silverware, forks, knives, and spoons that they couldn't even eat salads with, that were bending. According to the LA Times, the New York Times, they were dissolving in hot soup. So this was bipartisanly hated in Washington, and this is now, we have all these members now signing a letter putting their time and attention to this critical issue of flatware that I think even Democratic staffers were happy to see these compostable flatware disappear.
So what did Republicans do? When they came in, they brought all the non-biodegradable stuff, the plastic forks and knives and all this other stuff, and just, I guess, wreaked environmental havoc, right?
Yes, that's right. I mean, the Democrats are raising the specter of cancer, people losing days of work. If you read this letter from Congressman Blumenmeyer, it makes some alarming claims that somehow the biodegradable ones will be a healthier staff and there'll be less sick days. They're really stretching any kind of scientific evidence here. But the bottom line is, not only was this not necessarily more eco-friendly, according to the LA Times, this was a shocker. It actually increased energy consumption through the pulping process, and they had to have an increased hauling distance to the composting facility. And it cost $475,000 a year, according to the Republicans' Office of Dan Levin.
All right, so, but, you know what, I'm not even here to debate whether that's true or not. I mean, the money we're saving is real. That's not chump change. But I would just say in this environment, stick a fork in it. You've got Japan melting down. You've got Libya blowing up. You've got the fears of a global financial crisis just revving up. And these guys are talking about the forks and knives they're using. I would almost like to take any one of those items and stick them in the hiney with it.
Well, there's two ways of looking at it. One thing, first of all, we're being mocked in the UK. The UK Daily Mail, just in the last few hours, had an article, given the state of our country, don't we have more important things to do than debate, this, what they're calling the biodegradable flatware. But on the other hand, there are some Republicans on Capitol Hill who are happy to see this, because if the Democrats are all up in a lather over this silverware, there's not going to be a lot. They're going to be kind of preoccupied. So, and many people think when Washington is preoccupied with inane topics, good things come out of Washington. That's when it happens, when they're preoccupied.
All right, Mark. In the meantime, we just don't know. We do know that this is a problem. You just have to stick a fork in it. Or do you? Maybe a knife. Man, oh man. Your textiles at work. They're shoveling something. I don't know what bio or non-biodegradable product, but they're shoveling away. All right, we are 3 hours.